Hey, it's Caroline from Rock Show Addiction, and I'm here with Pete of This Time Next Year.
Hi.
So, right now we're in Santa Cruz, and you guys are from Walnut Creek, so what are some of your favorite Bay Area bands?
Oh, man. Okay. Definitely have friends, stories so far. There were tons of Bay Area bands, like old Bay Area bands I listened to. You want me to get into that? Like For the Crown, Lights Out, Allegiance, a lot of those hardcore bands from like early 2000s. That's all I can think of right now. All those bigger bands too. Yeah. But they were just splitting hairs.
Alright, so Drop Out of Life just came out, which was produced by Chad of New Found Glory. So what was it like working with him?
So hot. It was just like passion. No, I mean, it was really cool because, you know, when I was a kid, I loved New Found Glory. So to like be able to write a record with the dude that you looked up to, was really cool. Overall, he knows how to produce pop punk bands, and like I think we're a good fit. He brought a lot to the table and like really made that record he made it pop. So it was cool. It was awesome.
So speaking of New Found Glory, since you guys are touring with them now, what's your favorite song by them?
Favorite new song or like just favorite song overall? I'd say overall, Something I Call a Personality was probably always my favorite song ever. That whole record's amazing, Sticks and Stones, but that would be my favorite, I think.
Alright, so what made you want to incorporate 90s influences that aren't like the typical pop punk, like Weezer and Third Eye Blind on this CD?
Excuse me. I burped. Well, like I said, like, growing up, that's like what we listened to, and that's as mainstream pop punk, like Green Day, Blink, like, you know, Newfound or whatever. Those were like the bigger bands we listened to. But yeah, like there was this 90s influence that we always thought was so cool to us. I don't know. It was so like 90s to me was just like so simple and so real and just kind of like they didn't really try. It just kind of came out and it was very organic and natural and it was just catchy music. So like I don't know, being a kid in the 90s, that's kind of what we wanted to emulate. So it was tight. Yeah.
Sweet. So what's the inspiration behind the song Drop Out of Life? Because it's like an upbeat song musically with more like down type of lyrics.
Oh, inspiration. In a nutshell, shitty ex-girlfriends. That's so cliche in pop punk, but it's kind of true. You know, I dated this girl for like 6 years, and she was like, yo man, if you are in a band when you're 25, that sucks, I'm gonna break up with you. And she did, and so that was kind of like the template for it, I guess, like the palette to create that song, or the clay. Yeah, well, it was like a couple months before my birthday, and I was just like, what? Like, fuck you. So, but it was like a very positive way for me to deal with, like, you know, like 6 years with someone you spent your whole life around. It's kind of devastating. So it was a very like positive way to deal with that, and I think like again, the song is very poppy, but the lyrics are just like kind of how I felt, and it was like, you know what, fuck you, I'm gonna go on tour, I'm gonna be in a band, like you can go do your. She works for waste management or something, you know what I mean? Really? Not like a dump truck chick, but she's like, she checks like recycling bins. Susan. Kidding.
You're having more fun right now.
Yeah, I'm having a great time. It's not so bad. She sucks.
So if you could play someone one song off Drop Out of Life to show them what your band's all about, which one would you pick?
These are such good questions. God, everyone always asks the worst questions. These are so good. Probably Spoon Tonic, because that's, I think musically, that's maybe our best song we've ever written. And it's very different from the record, but it does kind of embody everything. So I'd say Spoon Tonic. Yeah.
Okay, so since it's nearing the end of the year, what were some of your favorite albums of 2011?
Okay, let's see. Set Your Goals. I love the Set Your Goals record. Title Fight put out an amazing record. Trapped Under Ice, even I got the pre-order, so I didn't download it illegally. But Trapped Under Ice made an amazing record. Newfound's record is awesome. Wonder Years, Fireworks, like all of our friends have put out just really good records. Story So Far is cool. Yeah, I mean, like I guess in our scene, like that's really what's kind of relevant to us. Man Overboard too, like everyone's been doing cool stuff. But I think my favorite's Trapped Under Ice, because it's just hard.
So what would you do if you were in the same room as the people who stole your gear?
What? Ooh, legally, I don't know. I don't even know if I can say that on tape. Just cause sock him in the ear. I don't know. I just like, fuck you, man. Like, stealing from a band, cool. You know, it's like, I get it's hard times. You gotta make your nut, but it's like stealing from people. I just think stealing's wrong, no matter what. And you know, we lost thousands and thousands of dollars of gear. So yeah, I'd just be like, I honestly would just be like, you're a fucking scumbag. That's it.
Sucks. So who is the girliest guy on tour, like that takes the longest to get ready?
Me, for sure. Yeah, I think it's me. But there's some of us that take like 20-minute shits and like really long showers, so it's not necessarily girly. They just take a long time. But I am the one that, I'll be real. I use coconut body butter from the Body Shop because like for my tattoos. But it's just I smell like a woman. It's very comforting. No, I smell good. You know, it's a nice mix. I used to spray on some cologne and it was just. So yeah, me. I'll admit that.
Sweet. And lastly, tell everyone why they need to check out This Time Next Year.
I think this time next year, as a band, we wrote a really cool record. It embodies us as who we are, and we're just trying to make music to get kids stoked on pop punk. So, check us out.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Really.
Stop.